Hey, what's going on, Jam fam? So, it's been a little while. I didn't make a video last week. Basically just didn't have any good video ideas, and it was the end of the season, so I decided to take a week off. But we are back, and we're going to be kicking things off this week with something simple, something easy. It's just going to be a hot take video. Now, hot take videos are not super uncommon, but I don't think I've done one in the past, so that's why I wanted to do one today. So basically what I did was, over in my Discord server, I asked people, question 207, what's your Brawl Stars hot take? Asking for a video. And then, yes, I did bribe them with an offer of a Brawl Pass. I'll be giving away 2 Brawl Passes off camera. I want to give back to the community because I did get my first YouTube payout. So I want to kick back to them, and I did bribe them to actually participate in this video. So that was my goal, and here we are today. But the Brawl Passes aren't the point of the video. The hot takes are the point of the video. So let's get into that. Let's talk about what they think about Brawl Stars. I'll give you guys my thoughts on everything as we go through it. And make sure you leave your hot takes down in the comments. And if you want to join giveaways like this, I'm going to be doing them a little bit more often over on the Discord server. So make sure you join. The links are in the description as all my videos. So make sure you join the Discord server. But anyway, let's get into the first couple of hot takes. All right, so where do we start? So we're going to ignore sorties because this is sexual in nature and I don't really care. I will talk about shadows, though. He says that Janet is not attractive and people are just weirdos. I honestly have to agree. I know Janet is, like, mostly regarded as the hottest brawler, whatever. Her and Melody, right? But, like, they're a video game character. They're pixels on your phone. You don't have to be attracted to them. It is a little weird to have these types of attractions, in my opinion, so I'm not shaming you or whatever, but I do judge you a little bit. All right, so next up we got Pyro. He says Brock over Belle in terms of being a better brawler. This is a hard pass for me. I do not think this is a good take at all. Honestly, if I'm straight up with you guys, this is horrible because Belle is consistently and almost always a top 5 brawler. Like, she just offers so much to a team. She can, increase everybody else's damage on certain targets. She's got the bounce shot mechanic. Her attacks are mad easy to land. She does a ton of damage. Brock does offer some of that stuff. Like, he's got long range. He's got, good damage. He does offer some type of area control. He can destroy walls. I mean, he does have utility in the team and stuff like that. But Brock, we often see him fluctuate between being A tier and dropping all the way down to, like, C tier. So, like, he bounces in between A, B, and C tier, where Belle is consistently an A tier brawler. At worst, she's a B tier brawler. But, like I said, she's mostly an A tier brawler, so, like, I'd have to hard disagree. I think Belle is definitely the better brawler in terms of, like, just overall consistency and stuff, but that's just my opinion. He's allowed to have his hot take. Senolis, I don't know how you say this. I hate Discord names sometimes. He says Toon Spike is overrated. I don't understand how anyone has this opinion. Toon Spike being overrated, dude. I know it's an expensive skin. I know it's 299 gems, but it has super unique animations. It's got very cool effects. It has sound effects and stuff. I mean, I think it's great, honestly. Like, it doesn't have voice lines, so you can't knock it for that, but it's Spike in general. Like, Spike doesn't have voice lines, so how are you going to give voice lines to a skin, to a brawler that doesn't have voice lines? That doesn't make sense. I mean, and also in terms of, like, skins for Spike, what's the next best rated skin? What, Poop Spike? I mean, like, people say Poop Spike's overrated. I kind of agree with that. Not entirely, but kind of. So, I don't know. I don't think Toon Spike's overrated at all. All right, the next one I want to highlight is going to be Max. They say Power League is better than Ranked. In all honesty, I don't know if this is actually a hot take. I will say Ranked does do some things better than Power League. For example, early Ranked is a little fun. The matches are a little bit shorter because you don't have to do the ban and best of 3. You can, blitz right through it. Plus, you get the Ranked bonus at the beginning of the season, so you can push up to your last rank a lot faster. But I will say that overall, I think Power League is generally considered better, more competitive, and the rewards were a little bit more consistent. Like, you didn't have to rely on ranked star drops to get the season skin. So I think in those regards, Power League is definitely better. Again, I don't know if this is actually a hot take. I think the general consensus is that Power League was actually better than ranked, but if people do actually enjoy ranked more, then I will agree with this hot take, is that Power League was actually better in terms of, like, reward and competitiveness. But ranked does do things well, in my opinion. It's just, like, the whole package isn't better. Stub dropping another one. Dumpling Daryl is overrated AF. There are better Daryl skins. I actually highly disagree with this one. I don't know how people regard Dumpling Daryl nowadays, but I know as someone who didn't buy Dumpling Daryl, and I look at all my other Daryl skins, I kind of wish I had Dumpling Daryl, especially after, like, the remodel and stuff. It looks so good, in my opinion. It looks way better now than it did when it came out. That's why I didn't buy it when it came out, because it looked really bad back then, but now it looks way better. And I'm kind of jealous I didn't buy it. So I will probably end up getting the remake of it whenever that comes out. But I don't agree with this take at all. All right, next up, Tank. Tick isn't that annoying most of the time. It depends on the brawlers, map, etc. Yeah, I disagree. Tick is like super annoying. I think the big issue with Tick isn't necessarily how much damage he actually does per se. It's the fact that he can like block off choke points so efficiently, and his mines sit on the ground for so long. It's like super annoying to deal with, and it's just annoying because like the minute you start healing up and you try to walk back up the map to get back into the fight, you step on a Tick mine and you're instantly like done healing and you've lost 900 HP. So yeah, Tick, he's not the worst brawler in my opinion. I find Dynamite way more annoying if I'm totally honest, but I don't agree that Tick isn't annoying. I think Tick is very annoying. He's definitely like top 5 most annoying brawlers in my opinion. All right, I think what Ro Ninja here is trying to say is that hot take, people who are pay to win just have an ego, and they like to say that they're better than other players because they bought the early access packs. I don't think this is necessarily true. I think people who are pay to win generally just want to get access to all the content before everybody else as soon as they possibly can. For example, when you buy a brawler a week early, you get the, you get a whole bunch of like bonus stuff, plus you get the brawler, plus you get a skin. So I think they just want to get access to that stuff more than anything. I will say, if you have all your brawlers maxed out and you're just dunking on level 8 and level 9 characters and you're bragging about it, then yes, you do have a bit of an ego. You definitely need to get that in check. But if you just buy early access packs, you're not necessarily having a big ego. Like I said, I think you just want access to all the content as soon as it's available. So, I don't really fully agree with this take unless someone's actually bragging about like destroying low-level brawlers. All right, Dino says, honestly, balance changes are the best thing. I used to have this actual opinion, and I don't disagree with it at all. Balance changes can be very fun. It's very fun to see the meta shake up, especially when you see a brawler that was totally irrelevant explode and become S tier. For example, Byron just recently, he didn't necessarily get a buff, but he just fit into the meta so well. Seeing him rise up the ranks because of balance changes that weren't necessarily due to him, I think that's really cool to see. To counter this, I will say Brawl Stars has been killing it lately. They have been doing a killer job with all of the updates, and I think that you can't really say balance changes are the best thing anymore because of all the skins, all the events we've been getting, that type of stuff. Although, we never did get our hypercharges this update, and I'm still very salty about that. So yeah, I did used to have this opinion back when updates were a lot more cookie cutter and a lot more boring, but recently I think that because of the way the updates have gone and how good everything has been, I don't think I have this opinion anymore. Wake says, Knockout is the only viable 3v3 mode with randoms. I get the argument. I understand it. I don't know if I fully agree with it, though. I will say that it is the mode where if you clutch up, it is very easy to do, but you can also very easily get stuck in 3v1 situations, just like any other mode. And in that situation, it's impossible to win. Like, if you have 3 people shooting at you constantly, it's so hard to clutch up. But there are modes like Gem Grab where your gem carrier can just run in the wrong direction and totally throw. Or in like Brawl Ball, you can literally have people grab the ball and shoot it at your goal and just like hang out in the corner of the map and let the other team win. So like, at least with Knockout, you actually have some kind of urgency over your own play that will actually affect the outcome of the game. So I don't fully disagree with this take. I do think that he does have some kind of points, but like I said, it is possible to throw a Knockout. So it's not entirely like the end all be all for carrying randoms. All right, Togo Mage, star drops were a mistake. Honestly, fully agree with this. I think that moving away from static rewards was a big mistake. I understand the hype behind it and why people like star drops, but it does lead to a super infuriating like progression, and it's super annoying to have to deal with like just getting like 50 coins or power points or whatever out of your star drops, especially at the end of the season. Like, instead of getting those static rewards that were actually a nice bit of rewards that could add up for the end of the season, now we just get star drops, and you gotta hope and pray you get coins or whatever you need out of them instead of just getting like junk. All right, next up, Thunderbolts. He says, making the Brawl Pass for only money was a mistake. I actually fully agree with this. I know that they buffed the Brawl Pass, and for people that do purchase the Brawl Pass, it's better. But in my opinion, because they buffed the Brawl Pass and they made it pay to win only, it does kind of raise the gap between pay to win players and free to play players. And it does kind of keep them like back more than like people actually realize, because like you get a free like 5,000 gold out of the Brawl Pass every season. I don't know if it's actually 5,000 gold, but it's quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. And free-to-play players just don't have access to that. Like, those are resources that you can totally not get just because you don't give them money. And yes, there is something to be said about, you're paying for the Brawl Pass, so you should get better rewards, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, like, they could have kept the Brawl Pass free-to-play accessible, but instead of, like, making the Brawl Pass pay-to-win only, they could have done, like, a beginning of season reward pack where you buy this beginning of season reward pack and you get, bling, coins, maybe some star drops, maybe a skin or something like that. and, you know, you still would have been able to get your $10 off all the pay-to-play players in the first week of the season, but free-to-play players would still have access to the Brawl Pass, so they could actually get some decent rewards. But like I said, they did buff up the free side of the pass, so there is something to be said about that. But like I said, I do agree with this hot take because it does really widen the gap between pay-to-play and free-to-play players. All right, Pasta says, Spike is not the end-all, be-all for ranked. Listen, I'm really bad at ranked. I'm really bad at the game, so playing Spike makes it easy for me because I don't have to aim, okay? Don't judge me. So yeah, I don't agree with this hot take. Moving on. So yeah, those are Brawl Stars hot takes. Let me know what you thought about this type of video down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you like my yapping, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you're new, consider dropping a sub as well. But that's going to do it for today. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.